We all want happy, peaceful, successful lives. But what about those times when we have these varying degrees of pain come into our lives? Most of the time, the pain's relatively short. Um, but what about those reoccurring problems or pains? And what about those times when we find it nearly unbearable? Friends and family will often say things like, life's unfair, or just get over it, or even worse, move on. It's time to get over it. For more significant and severe problems, we must find meaning and purpose to move forward. The type of problems where you don't know where to go, you feel yourself helpless and alone. That place where that pain is so significant, so impactful to your life that you're forced to make a decision. A time where you just say, that's it. I can't take it any longer. I must change something. When I found myself in that place, I was contemplating making an awful decision. I heard someone that I respected say, what if you could take that one of the worst moments in your life and shift it and turn it into perhaps one of the best? When I first heard that, I didn't believe that shift was even possible. I didn't think I could take something so terrible and turn it into something wonderful. Or I could barely even sit with the moment, honestly. But what if, after a few days, I began to think, what if it was possible, instead of letting this push me into an action that I would regret or let it shut me down? What if it was possible to let it move me into a better place instead? I had to choose, and there was no middle ground for me with what was going on. I decided to use this simple technique to understand what the obstacle was trying to tell me. And it genuinely changed the outcome. It didn't take away the event, and it didn't change what had happened, but it did change what happened moving forward. Unfortunately, for most of us, we do not take the steps we need to change in our lives until we reach a level of pain that's unbearable. But a critical distinction is that the pain alone doesn't guarantee a positive change, right? More often, we become overwhelmed or shut down or take on unhelpful advice from friends or family, or even worse, take on maladaptive behaviors that can cause harm to our bodies or our being, instead of making things better. When I got to a level of pain where I said, enough, I must change some things, there were two things that I found that made a difference for me. Step one, I decided to take an honest look at the obstacle. I decided to say, what is this problem really trying to teach me? I decided to stop looking away, stop feeling bad and complaining. And instead, I got really serious about what I could do to get back on the path of happiness. The second step that I found super valuable was finding a person that I could trust and I could be completely open with without feeling judged or pressured. Having a person like that on your side and not having to face it alone will save you a lot of time and will dramatically increase your success. Having a partner with whom you could be accountable to, who will keep you focused, it will make all the difference in the world. I remember a speaker once saying, have you gained the wisdom and experience from the last 5, 10, or 15 years of your life? Or have you been reliving that same year of mistakes and pain 5, 10, 15 times over and over? For anyone tired of reliving the pain and is willing to take the time to be honest and to look at the obstacles and see what they can learn, then click the link below or go to our website and get the worksheet. I think you'll find it helpful. I know what it's like to be overwhelmed. I know what it feels like to feel like you're all alone with your problem. I know that it feels like sometimes it's unfair or you don't deserve to be where you are, but I've also seen the way out, at least for me. And that starts with getting really honest with what's going on, figuring out what the lesson is trying to teach you and what meaning you can make from it. Things will only get better when you decide to start doing things differently, right? So please sit down and think about it and decide. Are there obstacles in your life that need to change? Is today a good time to start? Imagine your life in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. The time's going to pass either way. Is it time for a real change in your life? It all starts with a vision that excites you. Does your future inspire you? If you found this video helpful, then click the like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, then click the subscribe. And if you know someone that could learn something from this message and it would be helpful for them, then please share the video. And as always, remember, be kind to yourself.